I have never once been on a backpacking trip and thought, I wish my pack was heavier. But almost every trip I go on, I come to a moment where I really wish it was lighter. So today I'm going to talk about 3 questions that you can ask about every piece of gear that you pack that will instantly help you shave weight out of your base weight. It is never okay to willingly enter the backcountry while knowingly being unsafe. You risk endangering yourself, you risk endangering others, whether that's through search and rescue, having them get you in time and resources and energy and putting people in those situations, or whether that's through your dying and your rotting corpse attracting predators to an area or whatever. It's just not okay. So for that reason, the first question that we have to ask ourselves when we're packing our bag is, do I need this piece of gear to keep myself safe? At its core, backpacking is truly a minimalist hobby. So all that you really need to bring is only the items that are required to keep you safe. If it's not there for safety and your like essential requirements, leave it out. It's a comfort gear. It's a luxury item. It's not something you truly need to bring. Let me give you a couple examples. So every piece of gear that you probably bought for backpacking came in a little baggie, a little stuffed sack or a little pouch of some kind. But none of them are truly required for safety. And over a group of 30 items, all of those add a little bit of weight. So if you're truly looking to shave weight, leave those baggies out and just jam your stuff in there. Another great example is I've recently started leaving my tent inner at home. When the bugs aren't out, I don't need the inside of that tent. That mesh liner really just acts as an extra 30 or 40% of the weight of that unit. So just bringing the outer will shave that weight. You may have heard this tip explained as, don't pack extra clothes. Don't. You own more than one shirt. You probably own more than one backpack. I think I have like 6 stoves. If you've been doing this for a while, you own more than one of a bunch of different things. And the second question seems almost laughable, but it really comes down to the core of this is, which of the options I have available is lighter? You need to put some work into this and get yourself a scale or 2. This will allow you to track the weights and decide, for the requirement I have on this trip, what is the lightest option I have available to me? And doing that with a list or lighter pack or pack wizard or something like that is a really good way to do that. Pro tip, if you have 2 items that weigh the exact same amount, bring the smaller one. Save space in your pack, bring the smaller one, you'll thank me. So I've been packing a bandana in my pocket for while I'm hiking to kind of clear moisture and sweat and debris off of my face and my arms and stuff. I've been packing a little Swedish cloth in my backpack with my tent so that in the mornings I can clear off condensation. And I've also been packing a little towel inside my cook system. Now those 3 items really do the same thing. So the third and final question that we need to ask when we're packing our gear to get ourselves lighter is, do I already have something that does exactly what this does? Another great example is tent stakes. You are probably packing tent stakes for your trip, for your tent. Do you really need a trowel to dig a cat hole? Or can you use a tent stake to do that? Or can you leave one tent stake at home and use that trowel as a tent stake? So you've probably heard this concept, pack multi-use gear. After you've decided to only bring the things that you need for your safety, to only bring your lightest option, and to not bring things that cover purposes that are already covered in your pack, I guarantee you it will be as light as it possibly can be with the gear that you have available. Then you run into the situation where there's more gear out there that can do that with less weight. I have spent way too many years buying gear that didn't meet the need and didn't lighten my pack to let you spend all that time and money doing that for yourself. So I'm working on an idea for a video that will give you kind of a real clear criteria on how to decide what purchases to make, what gear to buy based on your requirement, and the criteria that will help you do that, save you cost and wait. If that's something that you're interested in, hit the subscribe button. It'll come out at some point. I don't have a timeline for it. If you're still watching, my name's Nathan. This is Backpacker-ish. Like, comment, subscribe, or don't, whatever.